mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiging helas ang sinakalan, alam ng puso sa titik mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil. Sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bagaw, ay hinagang tulakawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawad mo'y tagumpay ka nag-iingin. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin. Luman ang araw ng warhabit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
You may now take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, please welcome your host for tonight, David Saldron.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 35th anniversary celebration of Toyota Motor Philippines. To TMP, congratulations on your 35th year. That's 35 years, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it's been a long and remarkable journey, but not just for Toyota Motor Philippines, but also for the millions of happy Filipino families and satisfied customers all across the country. Indeed, tonight, we are celebrating this partnership between TMP and the Filipino nation. Ladies and gentlemen, here to tell you more about what we have prepared this evening. We're going to have an evening ahead. We're going to show you, we have special guests, we have special videos for all of you. But right now, we are here to tell you about this 35-year journey of bringing happiness in mobility to Filipinos everywhere.
The pursuit of happiness is a shared human engagement. It is often achieved daily in small and simple joys, like the safe warmth, comfort, and peace of family, friends, and the convenience of basic but important accessories. For the last 35 years, Toyota Motor Philippines Corporation, or TMP, has shared in the Filipinos' pursuit of happiness by providing access and means to reliable mobility to reach destinations safely and in utmost comfort. TMP is the Philippines' leading automotive manufacturer that offers safe and reliable means for Filipinos to move and pursue their paths to happiness, a chance to be fulfilled in various ways every day. The 35-year story of TMP began humbly, as it was essentially more about a partner looking for someone trustworthy to work with. The late Metrobank Group and TMP founding chairman, Dr. George S.K.T., and then Toyota Motor Corporation President, Dr. Shoichiro Toyoda, exchanged visits to each other's countries and forged the partnership that would give birth to Toyota Motor Philippines in 1988.
One day, I was informed by my office that the Toyota executive wanted to have an appointment with me. They're looking for a new partner in the Philippines. My immediate reaction was, what do I know about automobile car industry? So I said, I have to think about it. Frankly, I was convinced that this is an opportunity that perhaps I should not miss it. We agreed to become the partner in the Philippines. We have the same purpose. We have the same trust. It came out to be a beautiful partnership.
From those initial exchanges, the first production efforts began in earnest as a then small group of Filipino team members got oriented and trained in the Toyota way. As production capabilities grew and expanded, more team members joined TMP, working hand in hand with Japanese engineers and experts to deliver safe and high-quality vehicles. The success of TMP subsequently created a productive supply chain as local parts manufacturers and suppliers became an indispensable part of the manufacturing process. TMP's gains soon allowed the company to contribute significantly through its taxes and duties, as well as the Toyota Group's exports of original equipment manufacturer, or OEM parts and components. TMP contributes even more through its social initiatives, emphasizing the value of education, health, community service, and environment in various communities. Moreover, the Toyota Motor Philippines School of Technology, or TMP Tech, established by the same founders of TMP, allows Filipino youth to acquire top-notch automotive skills and expertise for future gainful employment here and abroad. Toyota likewise does its share in the global pursuit of protecting our planet.
カーボンニュートラル、それはこの地球上に生きるすべての人たちが幸せに暮らし続ける世界を実現することだと思っております。
At its manufacturing plant, TMP takes a multi-pathways approach in managing the vehicle life cycle, seeking to make its production processes carbon neutral by 2035. TMP aims to produce local Toyota models using 100% renewable energy. Beyond its gates, TMP is also at the forefront of creating a net positive environmental impact by supporting like-minded organizations to widen reforestation and biodiversity conservation efforts. In greening its impact on the planet, Toyota is employing a multi-path approach to vehicle electrification, considering varying landscapes of societies. Toyota is considered the pioneer of electrification vehicles in the country. With the introduction of the Toyota Prius hybrid electric vehicle in the Philippine market in 2009, its lineup of hybrid and battery electric vehicles from Toyota and Lexus expanded through the years, some of which are now the most preferred models of customers who are also keen on reducing their carbon footprint. Toyota remains supportive of the Filipinos' pursuit of freedom to be mobile, to reach more destinations safely and comfortably. Its nationwide dealership network allows worry-free ownership with quality after-sales service that is now even more accessible. The possibilities and opportunities are limitless, with even more exciting and new mobility solutions in the Toyota ecosystem in the future. Achieving happiness remains a primary engagement of our lives. And for the last 35 years, Toyota Motor Philippines has made its own humble contributions in this pursuit by being there. To provide reliable mobility, the opportunities for individual and national growth, and to make life be in harmony with the planet. Toyota remains committed to improving the Filipinos' quality of life, creating happiness in mobility for everyone.
Truly, it's been so wonderful sharing this journey with all of you for the past 35 years. And Toyota Motor Philippines is looking forward to even more years ahead of creating new memories, of sharing happy moments, of bringing more smiles to more faces, and of course, for sharing this happiness in mobility with each and every Filipino. Well, tonight we'll be bringing back so many of those great memories, and we'll be celebrating so many of those past milestones over the past 35 years. And here to do that, and to also welcome you all formally this evening, as well as to share his own TMP stories, please welcome on stage the Chairman of Toyota Motor Philippines, Chairman Alfred T.
The Honorable Enrique Manalo, Secretary of Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Kazuhiko Koshikawa, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of the Philippines. The Honorable Benvenido Laguesma, Secretary of Labor and Employment. The Honorable Jaime Bautista, Secretary of Transportation. The Honorable Renato Solidum, Secretary of Science and Technology. Her Excellency Marlene Garcia Albano, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of the Philippines to Japan. Distinguished members of the Philippine government, friends from the business community, friends from the media, our guests who flew in from overseas. Good evening and welcome to the 35th anniversary of Toyota Motor Philippines. Actually, Chairman Akio Toyota and I just rushed back from Santa Rosa, where we had the honor of receiving President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for a visit to our Toyota Santa Rosa factory this afternoon, the home of the Toyota Vios and Innova assembly lines and Toyota iScene's transmission manufacturing factory. We sincerely thank the President for taking time to visit us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for accepting our invitation today. We are sincerely grateful for the gift of your time and for being a meaningful part of our history. Our celebration of our 35th anniversary is extra special for me. This year, I received a special award, a loyalty award for 30 years. And it's been a very exciting 3 decades. Allow me to express my special thanks to the Chairman of Toyota Motor Corporation, Mr. Akio Toyota, for joining us this evening. Akio-san, thank you for flying in to join us. It has been 5 years since your last trip to Manila. You have always been a very strong beacon of hope and inspiration, especially during the COVID years. Indeed, you bring light when it is most needed. Maraming salamat po. Arigato gozaimashita. Welcome to this very special evening and welcome to the Grand Hyatt. Indeed, we are extremely thankful for the milestones of the past 35 years. And as exciting as the future might be, we recognize that much of what is yet to come is inspired by the past 35 years. So where do I start? Well, we began as a humble startup back in 1988. Sometime 1985-86, my father and TMP founding chair, Dr. George T. was invited by Dr. Shoichiro Toyoda to be the distributor for the Philippines. As the video says, he was hesitant, concerned about how he could contribute to our partnership with Toyota, since we had no experience in the automotive field. Thanks to the support of the pioneering team, some of whom are still with us today, they tackled challenges one at a time, and the rest, as they say, is history. From a startup of about 20 people, Toyota Motor Philippines is now close to 4,000 strong. As of mid-year 2023, we have locally produced 1.03 million units in the factory, delivered a cumulative total of 2.24 million units to Filipino homes across all over the country. In terms of contributing to the economy, TMP and Toyota Group have cumulatively invested 73.7 billion pesos, paid duties and taxes of 448 billion pesos, and exported $18.76 billion worth of auto parts and components. All these milestones could have been only possible because of your support. In behalf of the over 71,000 members in the entire Team Toyota Philippines ecosystem, our suppliers, our dealers, and business partners, I would like to sincerely thank all of you. It's been widely reported on social media how Chairman Akio brought back the love of cars and the love of driving to Toyota and Lexus. He really loves to drive. His passion is absolutely contagious. It is this passion that motivates us to experience driving each of our models that in turn nurtures the Toyota philosophy of always building ever better cars. Thank you, Chairman Akio, for continuing to inspire us and for fueling our own passion for driving. Yes, Filipinos love to drive and feel the thrill and freedom of mobility. Of course, within the allowable speed limits. I have to say that. In fact, during the last few months of high COVID rates, and we had to encourage our members to transition from stay at home to back to work. And it wasn't easy to do that, but we found the easiest way to get them excited to come back is the spirit of fun to drive. It was at the core of our efforts to restart and re-energize our operations post-COVID. Today, in behalf of over 2 million Toyota owners in the Philippines, I want to say to Akio-san, please keep those amazing Toyotas and Lexuses coming. Keep showing us the fun of driving. The future of mobility that we celebrate today is really very exciting. No doubt, electrification is the way to the future. In fact, I am encouraged by the moves of the government and private sector to enable a more rapid pace of adoption. Toyota's roadmap to a cleaner, carbon-neutral world includes multiple pathways. We believe it begins with hybrid electric vehicles that are fun to drive, yet helpful in reducing emission and increasing fuel efficiency, without the need for a charging infrastructure network. In time, as readiness for full battery electric charging stations mature and car users are more prepared to adapt these new technologies, Toyota will be there for you. Our mission is to provide mobility for all Filipinos based on which technology fits your needs and your circumstances. When we opened 35 years ago, TMP committed to a vision of not only building cars, but also helping build a nation. Today, as my father did 35 years ago, I am delighted to renew that commitment. In pursuit of our vision, TMP remains committed to supporting local manufacturing through our partnership with parts makers, other industry players, and of course, the government. We are also committed to transitioning into a mobility company that aims to meet the rapidly evolving vehicle usage needs of Filipinos, including commuters, logistics providers, and small and medium businesses through auto leasing and digital connected services. We are constantly on the lookout for new paths and opportunities to harness the strengths of our nation. As you may know, a single car is no longer simply made of physical parts alone. Today, the advancement in microcomputing makes software an ever more critical differentiator. As the automotive industry moves toward a higher level of connectivity, operating software is integral to the development and usage of vehicles. In this regard, we are in discussion to seriously study how we can utilize our large IT specialists in developing user applications and mobility software services that are essential to the emerging new generation of cars globally. This will potentially allow us to elevate the value of the Philippines to a higher level in the global automotive supply chain. We are truly excited about this prospect. Last February, the media reported about the return of the new Tamarao. In a little while, Chairman Akio will do the honors of introducing to us the next generation Tamarao. But just before that, I would like to thank Chairman Akio for giving the green light on the investment for the local production of this next model here in the Philippines, with thanks as well to the Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Finance, as well as other Philippine government agencies for their continuing support to revitalize the local automotive manufacturing industry. This new model represents a whole new range of mobility solutions that will enable Filipinos to move their lives forward. It will enable new levels of flexibility for users, especially our MSMEs. Ladies and gentlemen, 35 years ago, we established Toyota Motor Philippines, a company wholly committed to improving the lives of Filipinos through the business of manufacturing and selling automobiles. Many things have changed since then, but the philosophy of our founding, the philosophy established by our founders, Dr. Shoichiro Toyoda and Dr. George T., of number one quality in all aspects, number one in customer service, will always remain the same. We thank you for your past and continuing support, and we renew our promise of providing mobility and winning the smile of every Filipino. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. Please enjoy the rest of the evening.
Once again, Mr. Alfred T., Chairman of Toyota Motor Philippines. Congratulations to you and, of course, to your remarkable TMP family on your 35th year. As Alfred mentioned earlier, we are truly honored to have with us tonight a very special guest who flew in from Japan to be with us to celebrate this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce and welcome back to the Philippines after 5 years, the Chairman of Toyota Motor Corporation, Mr. Akio Toyota.
Hello, kumusta? It is so wonderful to be back here again. As soon as I got here, I went straight to my favorite place, Jollibee. I mean, where else but here can you get fried chicken and spaghetti in the same place? But seriously, it really is an honor to be here, and I want to thank all of you for joining us. Earlier today, I had the great pleasure of taking His Excellency, President Marcos, on a tour of our factory in Santa Rosa. We at Toyota are extremely grateful for the support, wisdom, and guidance that we received from President Marcos, and I know this great country is in the best possible hands with his leadership. So we offer him our deepest thanks for making this 35th anniversary of ours possible. I must tell you how very important the Philippines is to us, Toyota. Because even though it may not be the biggest country we sell cars in, your sales volume is actually Toyota's 10th highest in the entire world. Which is pretty amazing if you ask me. In fact, Toyota seems to be as popular here as basketball and BTS. I'd like to congratulate Chairman T and the entire team for the record-breaking year Toyota Philippines is currently having, and of course, for the tremendous progress you've made over the last 35 years. Thank you, Alfred. And dealers, I'm so proud of this team and frankly of this country. It's why we made the decision in 2008 to increase our production of IMV transmission here in the Philippines and export them to the rest of Asia. I'm happy to say that since 1992, Toyota Philippines has produced over 6.5 million transmissions at an export value of $2.9 billion, which is equal to 200,000 units of CBU vehicles. This strategic decision to focus on transmission and parts export rather than final assembly has worked to our advantage, I think. It is what has allowed us to be successful here, unlike some of our competitors. Personally, I believe that we need to come together as an industry to develop local suppliers here in the Philippines. Because even though we currently enjoy a 50% market share here, Toyota, unfortunately, cannot develop a local supply chain alone, especially when you consider that roughly 75% of the vehicle comes from parts suppliers. I believe that if other Japanese OEMs work together for the greater good, we could greatly increase opportunities in the automobile sector here. Because the more competitors we have here in the Philippines, the more local suppliers we will create, and the more economies of scale we will gain, which is better for us, better for the Philippines, than the most importantly, better for our customers. As crazy as it may sound, I wouldn't even care if Toyota's share of market here decreased. It simply is the right thing to do for this country. So if any of our competitors are here today or listening, give me a call. It has been a privilege to grow and prosper in the Philippines. But honestly, for me, it's not about how many cars we've sold here or whether we are number one in sales. My greatest wish is simply to be number one in the hearts of our customers here in Philippines. Because we want to contribute more to this country than just cars. We want to help foster economic opportunities. The desire to support Asia Pacific has certainly been my motivation for projects like the IMB, which I had the honor of introducing in 2004 when I was in charge of Asian region. For me, the IMB launch remains one of the fondest memories of my career. So I decided to challenge our engineering and design team to return to the original intent of the IMV and create something truly affordable and truly innovative. Internally, we call it the IMV Zero concept. Its official launch is still a year away, but I wanted to share it with all of you today. Take a look at what our chief engineer and head of design had to say.
In the Southeast Asian market, what is critical to understand is the ways to use a vehicle are actually almost infinite.
แต่จริงๆแล้วเนี่ยในระหว่างที่รถคันนี้มันอยู่นิ่งเนี่ยครับเราสามารถที่จะนำรถคันนี้ไปใช้ใน purpose อย่างอื่นได้หรือไม่ซึ่งอันนี้ก็คือเป็นแนวคิดนะครับที่นำมาซึ่งว่าเราจะสามารถทำให้รถคันนี้มันคัสตอมไมซ์ไปได้ในหลากหลายรูปแบบเพื่อให้ลูกค้าเนี่ยเขาเลือกส่วนที่จะไปปรับปรุงด้านท้ายนะครับว่าให้เป็นลักษณะที่ตรงกับความต้องการในการทำงานของลูกค้า
What we really wanted to achieve was a situation where the car itself was almost like a blank canvas. So we supply the canvas, you paint the picture.
อย่างเช่นรถคอกหรือจะทำเป็นรถตู้แห้งหรือรถตู้เย็นหรือถ้ามองไปในมุมของการใช้งานที่เกี่ยวข้องกับทาง government เนี่ยก็จะมีพวกรถตำรวจมันจะกลายเป็นฟู้ดทรัคนะครับรถที่ใช้เปิดขายของนะครับขายต้นไม้ดอกไม้หรืออะไรอย่างนี้ก็ได้เราก็จะมีคู่มือนะครับที่เราเรียกว่า body builder guide ให้นะครับให้กับผู้ผลิตชิ้นส่วนหรือ body builder อื่นๆนะครับสามารถเข้ามาใช้ข้อมูลตรงนี้นะครับเพื่อผลิตส่วนประกอบด้านท้ายนะครับให้เป็นอย่างที่ทางลูกค้าต้องการได้นะครับ
We're trying to make it like an open source car that you can build on top of.
ซึ่งสิ่งที่เราดีไซน์ตอนนี้นะครับมาบนรถ IMV คันนี้เนี่ยก็คือสามารถให้ผู้ใหญ่2คนนะครับสามารถเปลี่ยนด้านท้ายนะครับของรถเนี่ยจากรูปแบบหนึ่งไปเป็นอีกรูปแบบหนึ่งเนี่ยได้ในเวลา1 ชั่วโมงครับ
All the styling had to be based around the function of the vehicle. We made sure that the bumper was cut into 3 pieces, so if you bumped the corner, you could just change the corner parts. We made sure that the bonnet had the necessary connections to give it that modularity. It's a very honest car. But at the same time, it really looks cool. There is definitely beauty in functionality.
โดยเป้าหมายสูงสุดเนี่ยเรามองว่าเราสามารถหาวิธีการที่จะผลิตรถคันนี้ได้ในราคาที่ลูกค้าเข้าถึงได้ง่ายมากที่สุดการที่เราทำให้ทุกคนนะครับสามารถเข้าถึงหมายถึงว่าการมีรถคันแรกได้นะครับซึ่งเป็นรถที่สามารถใช้งานได้จริงแล้วก็นำไปเพิ่มรายได้ตรงนี้นะครับก็คือจะเกิดเป็นความสำเร็จแบบต่อเนื่อง
I believe that this car will certainly play a big part in us attaining our goal of mobility for all.
สำหรับโปรเจกต์นี้ผมต้องบอกเลยว่ามันเป็นโปรเจกต์ที่ภูมิใจมากๆเลย
Today, we have brought this new IMV Zero concept to life for customers here in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the next generation Tamaro concept of pace car pickup and modern PUV jeepneys. I'd like to thank our IMV team. Please stand and take a bow. I truly believe these are products that can enhance the quality of life for many people and provide new economic opportunities. Because at Toyota, we believe people come first. We believe in building cars to serve the real-life needs of our customers. That is why our IMV0 team spent many months in the field, observing the lifestyle and needs of our potential owners. And I'm very pleased to say that in 2024, for the first time ever, IMV vehicles such as this, next generation Tamarao, will be produced as CVUs right here in the Philippines at our Santa Rosa plant. This represents an additional investment by Toyota of 4.4 billion Philippine pesos. So when I say I'm committed to the Philippines, you can count on me to put my money where my mouth is, as they like to say in the US. Actually, this country reminds me of the US quite a bit. Maybe it's because you all speak better English than I do. But maybe it's because you have the same optimism and zest for life. And as we move into the next frontier in our industry, I think it's those that stay creative and optimistic will succeed. I will truly believe there's enormous potential for growth here from both the business and technology standpoint. In fact, I believe it's the Philippines that could well become the Silicon Valley of Asia. But as we create a world of connected vehicles, artificial intelligence, autonomy, electrification, flying cars, and more, we must always remember the humanity at the center of it all. The daughter, a mother, a father, a grandmother, the people that we create these new technologies for. Because making people's life better and happier is the entire point. And for me, it's the only one that matters. I think this was instilled in me by my father, Shoichiro Toyota, who, as you may know, recently passed away. He was a great supporter of Toyota Philippines and great friend of Alfred's father, Dr. George T., who is also no longer with us. Alfred and I have now assured our father's title of chairman, but I think I can speak for both of us when I say that we intend to reinvent the role and actively guide Toyota with as much energy and dedication as ever. So, in other words, like it or not, neither of us are going anywhere. Right, Alfred? Along with our suppliers and partners, I especially want to thank our Filipino customers for supporting us as they have. We look ahead. I want to assure you that the future of Toyota Philippines is very bright and only going to get brighter.
At Toyota, we have a new mission, a new destination. To move people and move hearts through our cars and more. The road may get rough. It may not always be straight, but we will find our way. introducing mobility and happiness for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we may not share the same rivers and mountains, but we share the same sun and sky and the same wish for harmony and happiness. So, as we enjoy this special occasion today, it makes sure to celebrate what matters most: our friendship and our partnership, because together everything is possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toyota Motor Corporation Chairman Akio Toyota. Maraming salamat. Please remain on stage. Thank you so much, Chairman Toyota. Thank you for being with us tonight in this celebration. Thank you for launching this pioneering project. And indeed, thank you for putting people first. Please remain on stage. We'd like to have this moment for some commemorative photographs together with our distinguished guests this evening. I'd like to call on stage to join Chairman Toyota, Chairman of Toyota Motor Philippines, Mr. Alfred T. It's also my honor to call on stage First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos. May we also welcome on stage the Ambassador of Japan to the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Kazuhiko Koshikawa. Along with our Secretary of Labor and Employment, the Honorable Bienvenido Laguesma. May we also call on stage Her Excellency Maylene Garcia Albano, the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of the Philippines to Japan. We'd also like to call on some top officials of Toyota. Toyota Motor Corporation Vice Chairman, Mr. Shigeru Hayakawa. And Mitsui President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Kenichi Hori. Together with our First Lady, we would request our distinguished members to please remain on stage for some commemorative photographs, to be followed by a ceremonial toast. Once again, a big round of applause and congratulations to 35 years of Toyota Motor Philippines. And now, we'd like to proceed to the ceremonial toast to be led by the Chairman of Toyota Motor Philippines, Chairman Alfred T. Chairman T.
Thank you for 35 years of support. We drink to a bright future of the Philippines and Toyota. Cheers!
Cheers!
Mabuhay!
Mabuhay!
Kampai!
And kampai! And congratulations once again, 35 years of Toyota Motor Philippines. Creating happiness and mobility for Filipinos everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you very much to our distinguished guests. Once again, thank you very much to our distinguished guests. And thank you everyone for joining us for this celebration, celebrating 35 years of creating happiness in mobility for Filipinos everywhere. We'd like to invite you all to our dinner and cocktails. We'll be having our buffet tables open both inside the ballroom and at the foyer. Please enjoy yourselves. May also feel free to take a look at these concept Tamarao vehicles that we have just launched this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us here tonight. Please enjoy the evening, everyone. And congratulations to Toyota.